All right, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about this. Stop dimming your own light. Stop putting limitations and on yourself and your reality. Stop valuing people more than you value yourself. And we're gonna talk about this because you're amazing and you need to remind yourself of that every single day. Hey everyone, it's Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I am really excited to be with you today. So before we talk about this, I want to announce, I've announced this on my TikTok and my Instagram, but not on YouTube yet because I've been so busy. So I apologize for only having one video this week, but I am in the process of moving and getting all this stuff put together, and it's just been a lot. Okay, so I am officially announcing on YouTube that I have an amazing live 4-week coaching program called Master Your Mind, where I cover all the fundamentals of everyone is you pushed out, law of assumption, debunking law of attraction myths, really how simple it is to create your reality, reminding you you're the operant power, going over, do people have free will in your reality or not, et cetera, et cetera. We focus on self-concept and so many other things. This is basically for someone who is new to law of assumption, who wants to be in my energy and get my support, live coaching for 4 weeks to gain really strong momentum. You don't need coaching to manifest, okay? Let's be very clear about that. This is for people that want an inner transformational experience and have some breakthroughs, because honestly, when people come into my energy, they tend to have a lot of breakthroughs because we just get rid of all the bullshit and go right to the heart of the matter. So this starts July 6th. The link is in the description box below where you can learn everything you need to know about it. It will be on Zoom, it will be recorded, and then you will have access to the replays, which is really good, so you can go back and watch this every time. So this will be offered at a discounted price, one time only. I will never ever offer it at that price again. So anyways, the link is below. If it's something you're interested in, click on it, check it out. If you have any questions, Hannah and I actually pretty much answer everything on the page, on the link below. But if you have any other questions, feel free to send an email and we will get back to you. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is so important when, especially manifesting an X or manifesting an SP back, is really remembering your fucking worth and value. Like, we're not taught to fall in love with ourselves. We're not taught to, pay attention to the story that we think of ourselves. In fact, we're actually taught to praise other people outside of us and value other people outside of us more than ourselves. And this comes at us from so many different ways, culturally, society, family, whatever. It's just always programmed to not dominantly fall in love with yourself, to not dominantly think highly of yourself. And even with religion and different things like that, a lot of, you get humbled, right? When people don't brag, don't talk about your accomplishments, don't talk about good things about you. It's not good to do that. There's just so many different messaging out there that teaches us that, not to think highly of yourselves in so many ways. And, some people had really good parenting when they grew up where their parents naturally thought that way about themselves. So maybe they did that for them, showed that and modeled that to them. But most people didn't experience that because their parents didn't know any better either. So what we're doing in this whole process of this inner transformational work, especially becoming a master manifestor, is understanding who the fuck you are. It's reminding yourself that anything is limitless, anything is fucking possible. There's no reason why you can't have or be or do anything that you want except for the fucking story that tells you why you can't have it. And this is where you really have to train yourself to not rely on that logical part of your mind. That logical part of your mind does this. It only goes back to your limited experience in life. And it pulls its information from your past experiences to reaffirm and confirm for you why something will work or why something won't work. And that's the part you're overriding, because your understanding as the operant power, what the fuck you say goes. So who do you want to be? What does your reality look like? What are the versions of people in your life? And really start to connect to that, to start to be and implement this new version of you that is fucking limitless, that understands that their thoughts do create, that it is that simple, that it isn't about a vibration. It's not about maintaining a frequency. It's about focusing on an outcome that you want. Not what your mother wants, not what your sister wants, not what your best friend wants, and not what your SP wants. What do you want? And then affirm it. Focus on it. Think from the version of you that is living that. So many of you, like I've been saying 100 gazillion, trillion, billion, quadruple, zillion times, are so focused on somebody or something outside of them changing how you feel internally. And when you're falling in love with yourself, when you're creating this dope ass story of who the fuck you are, changing your self concepts, changing your self identity, you don't need the confirmation on the outside because you're giving it to yourself every single day. You're convincing you this is who you are. You're convincing you that you're fucking worthy and good enough to have what you want. You're convincing you that you are limitless. You're convincing you that you can get this money, you can have this job, you can wake up every day and live your purpose. You can wake up every day and feel amazing if you choose to, and then manifest in this beautiful experience, right? And this is the thing, usually when people, are miserable or jealous or envious, they tend to have a lot of self-loathing, because they see others living a certain way that they want, and their story says, I can't have that. I'm not good enough for that. That won't come to me. Whatever the story is different for everyone. And that's where you want to be mindful of that, because listen, being online, there's people that, show up and can be really rude and nasty. And like I always say, because honestly on my channel, I really get probably less than 1% of that, but I just remove the comment. I don't feed the energy into it, because that's not my reality. That's not who I am. I don't care of their opinion. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. And this is a thing. When you love yourself, you're not worried about other people's opinions because you understand who you are and what you're doing. I know what I speak is truth. I know that my heart is pure. I know that I'm living my best life. I know that every person I encounter, they learn something from me that empowers them to feel the way that I feel about myself, that they can start experiencing the same level of self-love and excitement and hope and faith into manifesting their best life and being this amazing, magnificent version. I mean, my sole goal obviously is to help people because I've done it before I became a coach online, right? I did 10 years as a therapist working with trauma, addiction, post-traumatic stress disorder. Like I was really helping people in the worst, chaotic, depressive times of their lives, okay? So I was very blessed, and I perceive it as being blessed of meeting people at a very vulnerable journey and being some support of a light at the end of the tunnel for them. And now I transition into online coaching where we're focusing on, a lot is still the same as transformational. It's changing the inner story. It's seeing yourself different. It's feeling different about you. It's understanding how amazing you are. What the fuck is your magic? See, everybody is unique, which makes us special. No one else can be you. So you have to decide, who do I want to be? And then am I thinking from that version? Am I being from that version? Am I living from that version? Am I embodying that version? And that's how you morph and transition into someone new that is going to create and manifest something different. Because when you understand that once I can see things differently and be a different version, then your possibilities open up. So if you want more money, or you want to perceive yourself as a millionaire, or you want to perceive yourself, to be happily married or in love, a new relationship with someone old, it doesn't fucking matter. It's the same process for everything. You can't dim your own light. You can't put all of that above you. You start claiming the version of you that knows how magnificent they are, that is understanding how special and unique they are, and that nobody else on the planet is you. That's your superpower. That's how fucking special and amazing you are. So don't dim your own light. Be your true self. A lot of us, I've had this, my own experience too, where I'm not going to get into it in this video, but in my past, where people, whether it was employers or coworkers or whoever tried to dim my light somehow because they were threatened. Now obviously I had a story, which, because everyone is you pushed out, I had a story that I manifested these experiences, and I can understand that now, but back then I didn't understand that, right? And it was because I was dimming my light, because they had to reflect to me whatever my story was about me, my insecurities, my worries and concerns that I had internally that were manifesting in the 3D through interactions with people. This is how powerful we are. So when you aren't dimming your own light, when you're taking ownership of how amazing you are, when you're taking ownership of how handsome or beautiful or magnetic you are, when you're taking ownership of what an amazing person you are and what you bring to the fucking table, and that you're worthy and deserving of having anything and everything that you want, because why else are we here? We're not here to fucking suffer. A lot of people think we are, but we're actually not. It's the opposite, right? And waking up to this power, this beautiful magnificence from the inside, everything else fucking falls into place, because then you're actually going to buy into what you want to manifest. You're going to understand, you're going to see new possibilities, because you're going to know, because of who you are, that, well, yeah, I can have that. You're probably going to want things different that maybe you weren't even wanting before, because you see yourself so different now. And this is the fun part of all of this, is to see who you evolve into. I had a client ask me a long time ago, what is my biggest manifestation? I've manifested abundance. I haven't hit my $1 million mark yet, but I'm on my way. I've manifested SPs back in my life, all these amazing things, houses, cars, versions of friends, travel, all different kinds of things, okay? But the most important, my purpose, being a coach, like helping people, I'm always manifesting success in whatever career I do, and the kind of clients that I want to work with, right? And finding, bringing them into me, et cetera, et cetera. But the most important thing is who I've become in this process, the woman I keep growing into, because she just falls in love with herself more and more, even when she didn't even know she possibly could. And she keeps changing and recreating herself to whoever the fuck she wants to be. And that is fun. We are not stuck. And I want the same for you. I want you to get excited about who you can turn into, or focusing on this beautiful story that gives you that confidence, that fucking, motivation, that drive, that love for yourself, that fuck yeah, I want to create a dope ass life for myself, right? So to me, that's been my biggest manifestation. I don't care when I have millions of dollars in the bank. Yes, it'll be a nice life, but at the end of the day, it's who I keep turning into. I keep leveling up internally. And you guys see it. You guys have seen it since day one on my YouTube, how I keep changing over and over again. It's internal, and then you see it in the external. But you can do the same. Most of you are already doing the same, but I want you to go big. I want you, if you had no constraints, if there were no limiting beliefs, if you believed in any and all possibilities exist, right? Who the fuck would you be? And I want you to really think about that and stop dimming your light and start being that version of you, because you fucking can, like this. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did. Also, like I said, please check out my 4-week live coaching course where you can get motivated and inspired by me. This has been the biggest gift of my life, that I get to show up. I keep manifesting careers where I get to help people and teach them truth and how to heal and love themselves and fucking get everything that they want in their life. So I feel very lucky and honored every day to be able to get up and work with all of you, because it's such an amazing experience for me. And this is my reality that I've manifested, doing what I love. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of that with you. All right, so I will see you guys. Bye. Oh, and definitely check me out on Instagram and TikTok if you're not with me already. I would love to see you over on those platforms too. All right, bye guys.